Welcome to Elks 101. Another episode of Elks Central, breaking this one down.
Breaking touchdown, Edmonton! Fajardo! Dunbar! Back on top go the Elks!
All right. Elks 101, December 9th. Declan, Eddie, and Rick here with you on this one. Doing it a day late. Sorry about that. Also, possibly going to be a shorter episode. If you're listening to this, you'll know how long it is, but I got to jet out in probably 35-ish minutes to make it out to the west side. Do a little radio. Plus, I got to stop and get nicotine pouches. Don't tell the missus.
Yeah, that's what it is. You got to add the time in for the stop. Because
Well,
I know that radio, it only takes 25 now.
Yeah, okay, that's another thing. I don't know how you make it so quickly. I did a hit on the station on Friday, and I was like, man, Eddie, you better get going, man.
Yeah,
it's taking me like an hour and a half.
The time when you said that, it was about like 8:40.
Yeah.
That's right.
Dude, I left that day at like 8:20, and I didn't get here until
Where are you're coming from out west of your girl's place?
Yeah. Out in Donsdale.
No, where's that at?
Oh, it's a nice neighborhood, bro.
Yeah.
We don't want to tell you guys about it.
Yeah, they wouldn't let us in, Rick.
It's off like Lessard Road, kind of close to Henday.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't know. It's just it's like tucked away. And dude, I feel like I have the worst because like she lives
just off to the right there.
It's on the left side.
Left
it's
side?
like by Wedgwood, if you know Wedgwood.
Yeah, I know Wedgwood.
Right by there. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Because she lives like there. I live downtown, obviously. And then I'm telling man, it's a gated community.
Woo!
Dude, it's before I got the car I have now, which is like a 2022 Kia Rio. I'm not bragging, just for context.
Point A to B,
but before that, it was like an 05 Acura. And I would like drive it around and like come and like be in the neighborhood, and people would be like looking at me kind of funny and be like, is it?
Yeah,
you lost.
You didn't fit.
Didn't fit at all, bro. Didn't fit at all.
No U-turns here, son.
Yeah, exactly. We don't have any spare change, man. Like,
I know the feeling though. But also, F them. F those people who think like that.
Yeah, those elitists.
That doesn't mean nothing, man. Car doesn't mean nothing. Doesn't make you any better. It really doesn't.
Wow. Okay. No, I feel you. I believe you.
I'm just being real. Like
speaking like a guy who gets
got a decade on you. I got a decade on you, and you'll realize as you get older.
Dude.
That none of that means nothing, man. You can still be an asshole or a piece of shit.
Oh yeah, dude. I do think I realized. I realized pretty quick. I think that it's just like about how you treat people.
That's it. That's life.
Just be a good person.
That's all life is about, Deck.
In a world full of Eddies, be a Rick.
Well played.
We do have some news to talk about. The schedule release, that's a big one. We'll get into that. Also, 3 signings from the Elks that we kind of touched on a little bit. We can go over those quickly before we get to the schedule. Brandon Barlow, Noah Taylor extended, Vincent Blanchard extended as well.
Okay, out of the 3, who do you think I'd be happiest with?
Probably Noah.
No, man.
Brandon? Vincent, hey?
Yeah, man.
Why?
I'm happy with that signing. Young kid, extend him. He had a good season. It was a little shaky. He's a good kick. It was his rookie season last year, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there was a lot of pressure in some games. And early, he started shaky. Remember the first BC game? Missed, a couple of 30-yarders?
Yeah.
But overall, I liked his game for a young kid.
He there's kind of like a running joke that he's great everywhere except from the right hash. Like that's where he really misses. But yeah, 78.8%, 35 of 45, career long of 52. Like 50+ yard field goal isn't easy to hit. To do that in your rookie season,
do you know how many 50-yarders he's hit?
I think he just has that one.
Just that one?
Yeah. And then he was 39 of 40 on extra points. But it was funny in the media release, they were doing a little bit of mental gymnastics. Like the media release has it. The 27-year-old was one of just 3 kickers under the age of 33 to attempt a field goal in 20. I'm like,
a whole bunch of
okay.
word salad.
Yeah, like all right.
Yeah.
When you got to hit the word count, I guess. Listen, I like him, man. He's he will be a reliable kicker.
I think
for
he
sure.
will.
Yeah, I think he'll be an 85%.
And I'm not trying to be
guy.
Spicy with that. I like the kid as a kicker.
Yeah.
And kickers are kickers. Right. But when you get a rookie to come in and you get that shaky start out of there behind him,
that first BC game,
he had a pretty good season overall.
Yeah. Listen, like near 80%. You want to be above 80 for sure, but near 80 in your rookie season.
I'm used to Sean White, man. Automatic.
Yeah. Well, dude, you remember like my kicker as a kid, Paul McCallum. Nothing but bad memories in 04.
Take that dump.
Oh man,
on
yeah.
his front lawn.
Yeah.
Missed the kick.
Dude, no wonder. Like, you can't blame him for leaving to go to BC.
Yeah, man.
Dude, I'd do the same thing.
The weather and the fans.
Pack up my stuff and move. Man.
Yeah. Pile of crap on your front yard.
Yeah, that was
real.
Dude. It was
because
it was the 2004 West Final. BC went on to go. They went on to lose to Toronto in that Grey Cup.
Yep.
But I remember watching it. It was like
that was in Sask, right?
Yeah, no, it was in BC.
The game was in BC. Dang,
it was in BC.
Rick,
yeah,
you coming out of nowhere with this spitting the knowledge.
I thought so. I remember the shit on his lawn though. That was something else, man.
But I remember watching that play. I was like a 7-year-old kid. It's like a 19-yard field goal, and he just hooks it, bro. I couldn't believe it. In my mind, I was like, "Oh, kickers just make kicks." Like I was like 7 or 6 or whatever it was. I was like, "Kickers just hit field goals." Like it's from 20 yards away. Of course he's gonna hit it. And I couldn't like fathom that you were able to miss a kick as a pro kicker.
Would you get arrested nowadays for doing that? They'd find you. Hey,
dumping stuff on his for
because
sure.
it wasn't just a small pile. Like they dumped a truckload of manure on his front lawn.
Oh yeah, like it was like a farmer. I totally
someone's doorbell cam would catch you.
It's the ring camera. Someone's ring camera gonna catch everything.
No, 100%. In Saskatchewan though, they might just let it slide. They might turn the old cheek. Cops in Saskatchewan pretty notorious for turning the old cheek.
Depends.
But
they are.
Yeah, not
spoken firsthand. They actually, not in a good way, but they are.
We need systemic change. That's why when I'm police commish of Saskatchewan RCMP, we're gonna make some real changes. If you dump shit on Paul McCallum's lawn,
you're gonna double down as the CFL commish and the police commish same time.
Well, CFL season's only like 6 months.
I got you.
I'm gonna let my deputy commish handle it for the rest of the season. The Noah and Brandon signings, I like both players, but at some point I'm like, could we maybe sign someone who's not a defensive lineman?
Yeah, and
someone. Okay, so we got 8 now. Okay,
someone new too.
Yeah,
like I get that we're bringing back the band and we're re-signing all the boys, but some fresh faces doesn't hurt.
Because you got to assume Jake's going to be signed as well.
You'd like to think.
And
at that point, it's like
it's everyone's back. It's like, oh, hey, the defense that was allowing 400 yards a game and
definitely
Cordell Jackson was your sack leader this year.
A lot of room for improvement from the D-line last year.
But like Ford said in our interview on Friday, it was the first couple of games when they were, not doing so well. Then the last half, under 22 points.
Yeah,
I think so.
No, they shored it up for sure.
They did, but I will say this. Absolutely will say this. The defense overall played a lot better, and that being the secondary and linebackers. I mean, they have 4 linebackers who could play, right? The D-line kind of stayed like this all year. They never went off. They never. Guys had some numbers towards the end, but go and look at the numbers of the overall D-line. They're not great.
Oh, man.
The D-line never really revved up and, started humming. I know what a D-line that's humming looks like, and they never got there. That's for damn sure.
Like, I'm pretty sure Noah led the team in sacks. Noah Taylor with 4.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there thinking, like, what a season.
And that's why
Noah Taylor, way to step up. I like
back all the same faces. It's kind of like, okay, I get it. You need the stability. I get that. But, man, we're not running back guys who are, competing for 10-plus sacks. That was the standard. That should be the standard.
I think
especially for your ends.
They'll have a lot of expectations out of the big-priced the defensive line guys, though. You'll give them one more go. So you whether it be Ronnie, whether it be Jake, those guys are going to have large expectations going into this year.
Yeah, like Noah and Jonathan tied for the team lead in sacks at 4, which is like Jonathan. He like trying to be nice, but I mean he's a backup. He's a backup player. Noah at least found some starting time, but outside of that, like your guy who was second in the team in tackles, or I guess third technically, was the guy who started as the practice squad safety in Kenny Logan, who I love. Like I'm a huge Kenny Logan guy. You guys know that. But I'm just saying, like you spent $1 million on the defensive line. Kenny Logan was third on the team in sacks. Jonathan Kongbo and Noah Taylor, 2 backups to start the season, led the team. And we're bringing everyone back.
That's in part of the thing too, Deck, with bringing everyone back. Is, man, you only got so much roster spots.
Yes,
so that's you're limiting the amount of opportunity you can find gems in the rough and bring them into camp and compete. You maybe now, instead of bringing 5 real good Americans in plus a Canadian draft pick or however it works out, you only can bring in like 2 or 3 camp bodies at the D-line group now, and they better hit.
And dude, I'm all for like Ed was. I keep going back to when the end of season media veil. when I was like, a lot of money into the defensive line didn't really work out. Like, what's the plan here? And he was just like, love them, great locker room guys. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, like, hey man, it's awesome that they're led, but now they don't have any young guys to mentor in the locker room. Like, it's just the same group, and it's the same group who combined for.
We were 4 plays away from perhaps hosting a playoff game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
They were still closely in it, and
Very
no doubt
close.
about it. But I just stand down on the defense as a whole really came along, but the D
Yeah.
line, they maybe progressed like that. They never had games where they spiked, and even the games where they'd have 4 or 5 sacks. It's a lot coming off blitzes, and secondary guys coming in and whatnot. It's not like they had great individual performances.
When you look at the available players, though, do you see players better than what they've re-signed? Because that's what it comes down to, right?
Well,
if you're not going to re-sign your guys, you need to go out to the free agent pool and bring in one of those guys. If they're not there, you're kind of stuck bringing your own.
Well, you're
guys
always
back.
looking to them. Well, there's the word stuck. There's the word stuck bringing guys back because you're always looking to improve.
Yeah.
You always are looking to improve. And man, am I an old head for thinking like, fellas, I can't get out of the mentality. You look at BC's D line, and if you look at other D lines that really get going across the league, they put up some decent numbers. Man, when I played just 10 years ago, Odell Willis, 10 plus sacks, Marcus Howard, 10 plus sacks, Almondo Sewell at D tackle, 8 sacks, me 5 sacks, 6 sacks. Like,
oh yeah,
that's your starters. That's kind of what it should be. That's what I'm used to.
No,
not a high of 4 from a D end.
Is it easier to get those sacks when you're playing with the lead? Because now the other team has to throw the ball a little bit more.
Yeah and no. Yeah and no, because it's a CFL. I mean, it's a pass happy league, anyways, to begin with. If a good rushing day would be like a guy in Brady Olivier out of Winnipeg who's seeing it 20 times a game. Not a lot of backs see it 20 times a game. Even Rank ain't touching it on the ground for 20. He'll get it, 15 on the ground, 7 catches, but he ain't getting it 20 totes.
Yeah, like the Elks this year had 23 sacks as a team.
Dang.
Matthew Betts, who, to be fair, was the defensive player of the year, he had 15 sacks.
Dang, they had 23 as a team.
23 as a team.
I'm not, I love you.
What's the highest? What's the highest for a team?
I love you.
What team had the most?
Man, you should
I'll check.
What's that thing? Yeah, where do we sit in comparison there?
Let me look this up. You guys might have,
because obviously that's just like 1.4 a game or something like that.
Yeah, you should be honestly. You should have a couple of game at least. You should be in the 40s to 60.
Yeah,
and that's a wide spectrum. Tighten it down.
Dude, like
to 60.
Cam Wake's obviously the.
I mean,
when he was having 23 a season, bro. That's obviously harsh. That's like being, why couldn't you do what Gretzky did? Exactly. Like that's obviously harsh, but
wow,
no, but dude, 23 in a season.
That's not harsh. That's the numbers don't lie. I didn't know it was that low, but it makes sense. That's really low. That's really low, man. That's really low, but thus it is.
I mean,
that's why I'm somewhat hesitant to run it.
Sorry, I miscounted.
Okay,
24.
Oof, that changes everything.
Man,
but
get your math right.
BC led the league with 45. Montreal, they were tied with Montreal, also had 45. Sask had 43. Toronto had 41. That's the top half.
I like
of the
it.
league.
I said 40, and then I said 45 to 60. Boy, I'm right in there now. I played the position. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. 45 sacks. What's not good is 24.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No. And listen, again, I like these guys in a vacuum. I don't know if I said that earlier. I like these guys in a vacuum with their talent. Like all of them, I think have something they bring to the table. And I think they all have a ceiling that's pretty high as a CFL player and as a CFL defensive athlete. But we're bringing back an entire group that had 24 sacks. And we're bringing like Robbie Smith back at $235K. Yeah, listen, I like these players. I'm not going to sit here and poo-poo the team I champion and cover, especially because I think I see them closer than a lot of people. And I'm down at, all the practices, and I'm down at all the games, and I see a lot of things I think people who just watch the games on the TSN broadcast don't see. And I like these guys, and I like their talent, and I like the grit, and I like what the coaching staff's doing. I also think it's fair to say, like, okay, at some point, do we need to bring back the 9th defensive lineman from the same group that had 24 sacks? Maybe we switch it up a little bit.
Thank you.
It's also because I also just think it's so funny. Like, defensive line is more important than linebacker, and Ed obviously knows that. He's built kind of his GMing philosophy on that. I totally agree with that. But it's also like, hey man, we're bringing all these guys back. like Nick, Niles, Joel, Brock. Like I know like under contract, but it's still like those guys are kind of playmakers doing what they're doing. Like can we share the love a little bit with them? You know what I mean?
You.
Especially a guy like Niles, who like Niles, I think Niles is out the door. I think Niles is gone. I think Niles knows that.
And I think
just because of price tag, though. No,
I think Ed said that himself.
I don't even think it's because of price tag.
I think they probably
age,
injury, price too. That
price is a factor.
Yeah, and then I think it probably got a little sour between the two. They probably tried to talk throughout the season and didn't go. And it's easy to get offended as a player when it's like going to ARB as an NHL player. You never want to because you're hearing the truth, and then you're going to have to tell your side of it to the organization, but you're going to have to hear the dirty truth from them. Yep. And that's exactly what a contract negotiation is. And we've seen, because he's not shy in the media, Ed's cutthroat, man. He'll tell you what he thinks of you. Like, he ain't going to sugarcoat nothing.
Bro, well, yeah, I mean, like, diplomatic answer. What about Niles? Don't let that door hit the motherfucker on the way out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I like Niles.
I think Niles is a great player. Niles can play on my team any day.
So
with Saskatchewan, there's a player you guys should go look at. There's a player you guys should go look at.
That's the true green right here. So I wanted to ask you fellas, who's your starting 2 linebackers then next year? Take Niles out of it. You have 3 to choose from: Mogensen, Dublanko, and Anderson.
I think it's easy.
Who's your 2 or the 3?
Dublanko and Anderson.
Yeah, I would. I'm running Nick at the Mac,
pretty
and I'm running Joel at the Will. But here's the other thing I've kind of talked about, which is I don't think is going to happen. It's just not how they scheme the team. But I'm not opposed to a 34. Now you have 100 defensive linemen coming back, so you're absolutely not going to run it now. But I don't mind the idea of a 34 if you can put Jared in the middle and just let him run. Just let him plug the A's.
Dak, you keep talking about the D-line, man. I know I feel you because I'm with you. Am I offside for just being kind of flat about it? Oh, bringing the whole band back?
No, man. I feel
excitement, to be honest.
I do think we kind of have 3 different levels here. Like, you are, I think, probably the most down on them. I'm trying to look at it like, they did not perform last year. Bro, like I know they corrected themselves in the back half of the season. That was the defense as a whole. Like they were getting, dude, it was like week 6. It was game 6 before we got like a sack from a defensive lineman. Like, come on, what are we like? They paid him $1 million. What are we doing? But I'm still kind of more in that middle ground because I realize the talent they have. And then Rick, I think, is the one who's on the other side of the spectrum where he really likes these guys, which I understand because, like I said, I understand how talented these guys are.
You're talking resume there too, right?
I, as you're talking, I'm thinking clearly Ed and the organization see something that I don't. Right, to be giving the guys the money. Clearly, I'm missing something.
Imagine you taking that defensive line job.
No,
now you got to coach these guys.
No, man. No, I wouldn't be able to do this with you.
Yeah,
there goes this opportunity.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look, they weren't that far off. I think they were way better in probably the last 2/3 of the season. If we look at their sacks in the last 2/3 of the season, what's that prorate to a full season? That first little chunk of the season was really bad on both sides of the ball, all 3 sides of the ball. I think at the end of the day, they're kind of looking at that and erasing that. They're saying, look, what did we finish with? We're happy what we finished with. I think they can deliver us more, and it's probably easiest for us to bring them back than it is to run out into the UFA pool and try and bring somebody else in here.
Man, I'm curious to see how much they throw at Jake, like what the deal is.
Yep.
Like what's going to go down with Jake.
I agree with that, but I think it's also like, you can take their numbers and prorate them from the last 2/3 of the season. It's like, well,
I don't know if it changes very much, but I think as a feel, even the 3 of us here sitting here going, the feel of the last 2/3 of the season was way better than the first third of the season.
But I kind of agree with Eddie. Like that's way more about the linebackers and the DBs for me. But maybe that's just because
they were making plays. They were making plays though. Like for sure, the linebackers and DBs, they were out there making plays. Remember the DB whacking everybody? Yeah. Those DBs, man, they finished the best in the league.
Yeah.
They finished as like the most feared DB group for sure.
I think about that DB core and I get bricked up, bro. JJ Terrell, JJ Terrell, Cordell, Chalen or Kenny. I still like Kenny more at the safety and Chalen at the stand.
You do.
And then Kobe, Kobe's a good player. We don't even talk about Kobe Williams much. He's just kind of there playing that field half. The other thing I would say though about if you take like the numbers from the last 2/3 of the season and prorate it, It's like, yeah, that's all well and good, but it's like we also saw a full season of evidence, and it wasn't that good.
Well,
Like,
hey, new D-line coach.
Yep.
I mean, Maxi's not coming back, so we'll see
shout
what
out,
happens.
shout out D-Max.
You know, we'll see. Some change is probably needed there, a new voice, and maybe you can get something out of the boys.
Let me ask you guys this.
The deal be the same
Yeah.
because JC, like the deal be the exact same, so there'll be familiarity.
If you
Sorry,
guys
go on, sorry.
No. But I just waffle. So anytime you have
Me
something
too.
real to say,
Oh,
it
that's
definitely, bro. Every time you start talking, I'm like, finally some real knowledge on this.
No.
No, I was gonna say, like, if you guys had to kind of preeminently, and we're 165 days away from the season, so pretty early. But if you guys had to preemptively put someone on the hot seat on that defensive side of the ball, do you guys have a name that comes to mind?
A player or
Yeah.
coach? Ooh,
Well, it can be coach as well if you want. For me, it's an easy player, and it's Robbie Smith, just because of the lack of
It'll be a
production
big
and the
ticket.
price tag. Yeah.
230.
It'll be a guy with a big
Must be
ticket.
Nice.
Oh, I gotta know what is like, bro. His
Good
agent,
agent.
man.
Fred
Yeah.
Weinrich. I remember Fred. He was one of the big talker. I'll do this and that, and I'll get you this and that. He was out of Montreal. Yeah. There's Fred, Darren Gill.
It's got to be a
Rob
pretty small
Fry.
agent pool.
Yeah, like I said, there's like 5, major players.
Yeah.
But how many of these guys stick with agents they get from coming out of college?
It happens probably more often
Now,
nowadays.
for sure.
Yeah, for sure more nowadays. I went through a couple. There was one guy, Darren Gill. He was notorious for snatching up guys out of U Sport like right away. He'd have a million U Sport guys just coming out in the draft and have a bunch of guys that just base contracts. Like that was his big thing. And once I realized he wasn't going to get me paid, onto the next one.
I would love to be a sports agent. I think it'd be so
I think it would be
awesome.
cool too.
But I'm the worst like barterer ever. I'm the worst. Like, dude, my friends always tell me that,
soft with it.
bro, so soft. My friends always tell me I should go into sales,
It would harden you though.
and I think I'd be the worst salesman. ever.
Let me stop you there though.
No, dude, seriously. If someone's like, I don't want to buy this, I'd be like, oh,
That's
okay.
Depends what you're selling.
But I'm in sales and I'm door knocking, cold calling 24/7. I love it. But it's not bartering, man. You're getting someone to trust you enough just to give you some money.
Yeah.
I'm not ever going back and forth with anybody. If you say no, okay, I'm not trying to force you to buy.
Okay, that gives me more hope for it for sure.
man.
Still, I don't want to move.
That might have something to do with what
If Jason's
the whole career,
listening, I'm not looking for another.
Well, you went up to tryouts all the time. You were in camps all the time. So you were trying to prove yourself to people that you're used to that.
For sure. Football translates to sales actually a lot, man. Next
Just-
play mentality.
Yeah, that's the
You're
job,
You're
right?
gonna get pancaked, but it's
Yeah.
like, are you gonna stay down? Because that play clock's moving.
Get
Or
up.
are you going to get up next play? Sales, you're going to be told no.
Yeah.
But okay, on to the next.
Yeah.
Can't take it personally.
Yeah.
But business, once you lose a couple bucks, Dick, you get hardened to
Oh,
it.
yeah,
You
for
realize how to
sure.
banter back and forth.
Yeah.
Once you realize there's a
not
few
letting
hundred
that
K on
not letting
the
that
line.
happen again.
No,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Dude, yeah. Like the goal is just you got to be an NBA agent. You're having a pretty good Christmas
Bro.
if you're
Man, any big sport, MLB, any of the big four, because what is 3 to 5% you're getting in like some of these guys, if you 30 million contract, you're getting 3% or 5%. Sorry, 5% is usually a base agent fee.
It's $1.5 million right there.
Like boom
Yeah.
for one deal.
Yeah, like it's a little too easy. Now you got to put your work in,
You
go
got
to
to
law
put your
school,
work
get
in,
that
but once
JD.
you get that contract and once you have that relationship with the
Dude.
client, you go through 2 contracts.
Imagine how SGA's agent felt getting fired right before he signed his max extension.
Imagine like a Drew Rosenhaus,
Yeah.
like in the NFL, who's got
Oh, yeah.
all the big guys. You're dealing with drama.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
dealing with Tyreek Hill getting arrested, and you're like the first phone call.
Yep.
But it's literally like movie or TV show. What's it called? Ballers.
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
watch Ballers?
Oh yeah.
It's like that now for an agent. You're dealing with all the drama. You're the first call to like put out all the fires. But that check, if you got 30 clients,
It's worth it.
Man, like
whoa,
so Drew Rosen just since 2011, Drew Rosenhaus. No.
And they go looking for him,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
right? Like he will go out and find
'Cause he'll-
buy the big kid or
Get
whatever.
you the
Like,
money.
but people are looking at him going, hey, yo, will you do this for me? And like, oh,
And all you're really doing to massage that relationship is taking guys out for dinners, just bringing their families out. They say we're having a game in LA. The agent flies out, brings you out, brings your family out for supper, just wines and dines.
Yep.
It's all a write-off for the agent.
and that's all business.
That's all
That's all
business.
sales,
And
man.
that's what their business is. That's
100%
all
is.
their business is, and they go around doing that.
Yeah, like Drew Rosenhaus's sports agency, Rosenhaus Sports, has negotiated over $7 billion in NFL
billion,
contracts.
7 billion, NFL only billion. Wow.
Rich Paul's got to be up there
Yeah,
as well.
that's
I mean, that one's a little bit
That's-
easier.
Yeah, and that's
LeBron
man,
signed this contract.
Yeah, and Rich Paul, that whole LeBron's group, man. I don't know, man. LeBron's great and all, but I don't know about his whole entourage.
Rich is kind of like he's kind of carved his own path a little.
He has. I'm not saying he's a Klingon. That's not what I'm saying. I don't like the control. I don't like the input that they have in the NBA.
Oh
Like
yeah,
a little too much fingerprints.
I can see that.
Yeah, just
I can see that.
the NBA in general, man, has a fella scratching his head too much lately. I love it, but like I hope OKC just runs it, just shuts everybody out.
Oh,
Because there's so much.
they will.
Yeah,
you don't have to
yeah.
worry about that.
Shit,
They
what,
will.
5
Will they
first
break
round
the
picks the
record?
next 2 years.
Will they break the record?
70,
could they not?
73 wins is so
could they
many, man.
not,
Like that's
though?
so.
What are they sitting at? 2 or 1 still?
I thought it was one.
It was the 1, but
Probably-
then I haven't
probably 2.
tuned in like probably the past 5 games. It
Yeah,
happened so quick. You
No,
know?
dude,
23
I-
and 1.
It's
yeah,
still
yeah.
1.
Yep.
Gee.
yeah. I tuned them out, man, because it's like, well, okay, I'll just watch someone else because we know what's going to happen in the OKC
How could you
game.
not?
Dude, it's
23 to
also
1.
like this
Prorate
is
that. They already broke it if you prorate it.
yeah. Oh
Unless
yeah,
you go
for
on
sure.
a little streak, a losing streak, which they ain't.
Yeah, they've won 15 in a row. Like it's just ridiculous. They're giving up 107 points a game. Dude, it's like this is kind of like the old college football era, like the BCS era when it's like, yeah, I know it's going to be Bama and LSU in a rematch in the championship game, but I'm still going to watch the Pac-12. It's a little more fun over there.
Yeah,
We know it's not going to mean anything in the end, but I'm still like,
feel
yeah,
you.
listen, I'm going to watch my Miami
That's a
Heat
great
go
analogy
14 and
right there.
10. I know who's going to win, but I'm going to have fun watching my Heat
Yeah,
while
yeah.
I do it.
It's a great now.
Yeah. Do we
got
want
some sked?
Huh?
We got some sked?
Yeah, let's get to the schedule. Edmonton Elks schedule release here.
Rick, you got us right on
All over it,
that.
man.
Okay. Presented
My
by.
goodness.
Well, it's not this show, so.
Presented by Oodle
Never mind.
Noodle.
Yeah, Oodle Noodle.
So, couple key dates here. Or do you guys just want to go down the whole thing? How do you want to do this here?
Well, we don't need to do preseason. I mean, unless we are diehard,
Week
which we are.
which we
'cause
are.
This is Elks 101, baby.
season opener out in Ottawa on June 6th. Dude, I remember when it used to start on like Canada Day. They're moving this
Yeah,
bad
bro.
boy up.
Yeah, July
Yeah.
2nd, July 3rd. That's usually home opener.
Yeah. June 20th this year is going to be the home opener against Montreal. 2 p.m. Saturday game. So that's something to look forward to. I don't know. How do you guys feel about afternoon games as a fan?
It's a family league.
Good
This is
with
a
it.
family game. It's up to the. This is definitely for the
It's
families.
family fans. This will be a huge turnout.
This should be just after school's out,
This will be a huge turnout.
right?
Saturday, 2 p.m. This will be a huge turnout. This game.
Yep.
I'm
Just as
already
long as it
predicting
doesn't,
upwards of 30.
Just as long as it doesn't butt heads with the other sound like a final game.
Yeah, but a game wouldn't be a matinee. Would
No,
it?
no, but we can imagine that doubleheader.
Yeah, that'd
Go
be
catch
great.
that and then
Yeah,
head over
exactly.
for a
It
sound like a
wouldn't.
final
and
game.
that's why it's early, because they know there could be a playoff run, and you're not going to compete with that at nighttime.
Yeah.
That's why
Very
it's
similar
early.
to last year. They have week 1 open the season on the road in Ottawa. Then they have a bye week immediately. Like they have
Crazy.
week 2 off.
So the thing is, it's a soft open in Ottawa. You should take that win, right? You should
Oh,
go
yeah.
to Ottawa, win, and then this game first home opener against Montreal, you should have like 30 in the barn.
Mhm.
You really should.
Oh yeah.
People are gonna be jacked up for the season.
Yeah.
Coming off a win, yeah, that should be a big time home
And
opener.
this is another thing I had talked about kind of last season about them not having any real, party environments for the fan. And Rick makes a great point about, family league for the kids. They didn't have a game that was quote unquote a kind of party environment until like mid-August. This year, they have
can
one
throw
in
down here.
middle of July. Friday night game. They're hosting BC 7 p.m. Then week 9, beginning of August, they got a 5 o'clock game hosting Saskatchewan. Then end of August, they got another Friday night game, 7:30. I'm looking through. When do they have their first Saturday evening game?
Well, that 5 o'clock Sask.
You call if you call that
Yeah,
one
yeah.
an evening game?
Yeah, evening, Saturday evening.
I guess that would be it. Yeah,
Yeah,
'Cause they actually don't have a Saturday game that starts at
Saturday
like 7 or
1,
anything.
Toronto is a couple weeks. Friday. I like this home schedule a lot. Saturday, holy smokes, this is a really favorable home schedule. Just timing,
Boy, is it ever.
just for the timing. None of these Thursday nights, no Sunday nights.
It's
Look
like
at this.
all Friday
Run
and
that back from the
Saturday.
top, Rick. Let's go through these home games real quick because that's what it's all about. And the more my radio host Kevin Carius talks about it, the more I believe in it. Like, it's important not to have these crappy Thursday night games, crappy Sunday night games. So Saturday at 2, great for family. Not going to mess up with any Oilers potential playoff run. What is that, Thursday? That's
Thursday.
a Thursday. You got one Thursday nighter.
That's
Ottawa
right at the beginning of the
should
season.
take care of business. Then you have a Friday night. That's great. Friday night at 7. That's great. Saturday at 5. That's great. Saturday at 1. Nice matinee. That's great. Friday at 7:30. Great. That's party. Saturday 5. That's party. Saturday 5. That's party. Friday 7:30. That's party. Like, that's such a good home schedule. You got one bad one in there, and that's Thursday.
And it's so early in the season.
Yeah. It's Ottawa. You take care of business, not a crazy opponent. So just handle it.
I don't know.
Probably like the beginning of Stampede too, or something like that.
Yeah, just
Just
handle
before everyone
business.
gets out of town.
Wow, I like that. That's a really good home schedule.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it wasn't the best home schedule last year.
Not very often we have home and homes with outside of Labor Day. No, am I crazy here?
It'll happen. I've done it quite a few times throughout my career. It'll happen.
I mean, this should be a
Especially,
fun one.
it's nice. Yeah, this would be a fun one. And
Yeah,
it's
August long weekend at
easy-
5.
Easy travel for both clubs. And yeah, that's a nice home and home.
These 3 in a row, week 7, 8, and 9, BC, Saskatchewan, are going to be massive games
Yeah,
because
it's
you think
massive.
they're all
Yes.
going to be in contention for first in the West.
It's a massive, and it's actually sandwiched in between. You got Ottawa here, and then you're in Montreal, so a couple of East, but that's a nice West sandwich
Yep,
chunk
yep.
right there.
Yeah, those are going to be 3 big games.
Another one here with Winnipeg, Calgary.
Labor Day there. They're also playing a game out in
Another home and home with Hamilton.
That's 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 3 home and homes. Wow,
That does seem weird, no?
that is kind of interesting.
There is a bye week in between those, by the way, so that doesn't really count.
Still home and home.
Yeah. Well, for us,
Home-wise.
anyways.
Opportunity to take care of business.
they're as a player, their buys this week, week 2, week 13, week 18. As a player, how do you like that buy schedule?
That's good.
Yeah. All right.
You-
Week 2 sucks though.
yeah, but you can't be perfect, man.
Yeah.
In 15, when we won, we had a bye in week 2 and week 18. So we played the whole
Yeah.
season.
That's the war. I can't.
Week
That's
2 and week 18. But the bonus was, Deck, we had that week 18 bye, and then we secured first. So
Yeah.
then we had the first round bye. We had 3 weeks off until the West Final.
And you
Good or
like
bad?
that?
Yeah, man. It
Is that
was
good or bad?
It was a good break because in football at that time of the year, after a season, after going for 17 straight games, man, the
Yeah,
body, that
that's
type
fair.
of rest to get 3 weeks rest, we were just so much fresher than Calgary. and
Especially
we dumped them.
playing at such a high level too. Like
Yeah.
securing a first round bye.
Yeah, you're just
They're playing a game in Kelowna on July 4th.
they're
Yeah,
out there.
touchdown
That's,
Kelowna.
That's the BC
Yeah,
game.
yeah. Man,
Oh, that's fun.
yeah, I think that's so awesome
Good
for
for
the
the
league.
boys. That's a good per diem. You'll be out there for the week, man. That's like a Gino per diem for the boys. Cash money.
Oh, you mean being in Kelowna in the middle of July? That's no fun at all, is it?
Dang, with cash
Yeah,
too.
nobody wants that.
Tax free.
Think they rented a couple of boats yet?
I wonder. Shoot,
That's gonna
they'd
bro,
be crazy not to.
that's
Because
gonna-
they'll be out there for the week practicing.
That's gonna be the game they lose 45-10.
That's like
'Cause they
Vegas
just-
flu, huh?
We're putting that one. That's a scheduled loss.
I
That
did
game-
one of the touchdown Atlantics out in Moncton,
Mhm.
and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. That was early in my career.
When are they going to actually go out to Kelowna?
Yeah, to play.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like what? Like when do they? When does the
That's
team
so cool.
travel?
Take it-
When's the team going to travel?
Oh, they'll go
Friday?
No, they'll
Probably-
go out for the week, man.
Are
They'll
they?
practice out there?
You
Yeah.
think?
I would imagine.
Really?
Okay, so this is how it was. I'm just basing my experience. When we were in Moncton, both teams were out there for the full week, and you practice out there, and you would go to events and
So
stuff. with
in
the
Moncton, you
people.
were kind of selling it too, right? Because it was
Probably.
it was out east and
Probably.
out east,
Yeah.
and just make sure. Hey,
This-
listen, we want to
yeah,
have
I guess
we
Rick,
want a
now
team
that
out
you
here one
talk
day.
through it, this is probably just going to be a home game for BC.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So this isn't like
They're
didn't
not
they
trying
play
to
out in
sell the
Victoria
cologne on anybody.
last year. but that was more of a selling thing, like a touchdown west out in Victoria when they played. But yeah, you're right. This will be just
also
for BC.
I'm not too creative with the name Touchdown Kelowna. Just the name of the city.
Grow the game.
Dude, how about this one for the schedule, by the way, though? Toronto having to play 3 home games on the road. So they play against Saskatchewan
World
at
Cup.
Mosaic as a home game.
World Cup.
Yeah, because of the World Cup.
Does BC get the same thing?
Kelowna.
Just one?
They 2, week 4 and 5.
Are they in Kelowna for both?
Yes.
What's the size of the stadium in Kelowna?
That is a great question.
Great question. That's what
12K
to Google for. You
That's
say
good.
12? Okay, what do you
that's
put
my
in your
guess.
bid? What's your bid, Rick? I say
95.
18.
Why would they have anything that big?
I say 18. You say 9,500?
Yeah, I don't think they have anything that
Oh.
big.
There'll be capacity to have upwards of 20
I mean, you'll probably put in some
with those
fake stands or whatever you want to call them.
stanchion stands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
2,300.
It makes sense. It makes sense because there's nothing in Kelowna. It makes sense on size,
Dude,
does
but
make
honestly,
sense.
but they must have some
It's like
sort
when
of
we went to
plan.
Fort Mac. We played a home game in Fort Mac in 15.
It's like playing at Clark Stadium.
Yeah, we played. Yeah. Are you familiar with that one up there in Fort Mac?
No.
It is like Clarkish.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I was just guessing
newer
on size,
version,
yeah.
but it's like Clark. Yeah.
so it looks like from the very limited research I've done here, it looks like the plan will obviously be to expand the stands to 6,200, that's cool. But it's also like, I kind of like that intimate venue. Like, I think there's something to be said for that. Like, I think it's cool. Like,
Yeah, what's
To a
BC
degree.
thinking about home ticket sales?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah, no,
But
for sure. They're going to have to
Hamilton has done it. They played at Guelph for a couple of years. We
Montreal was out
BC
at Laval or somewhere, weren't they?
no,
Nope, they
BC
still
played in the makeshift over at the park there before, and it was the whole stadium just of stanchions
Yep.
for 2 seasons when they were doing renos to BC
Yeah.
Place to make it what it is now.
Mhm.
Yeah, like that was kind of weird. Like
Yeah.
just a whole little pop-up stadium held probably 10. So yeah, they'll just adjust it, but that's pretty funny. That's minimal.
2,300. Yeah. Natural grass, though.
Yeah. Hate it.
I know we've talked about that because, like, it always
slow.
got stuck in my cleats.
Yeah, and just slow.
Yeah,
Heavy
way
legs.
slower.
And in sand.
Way slower. What other highlights from the schedule were there? Labor Day games, obviously. Regular season
A
finale.
lot of home and homes.
Yeah, a lot of
Rick
home
noted.
homes. Yep.
Like the Devil Lee, they have 3 home and homes.
Yep.
So that's 3 back-to-backs.
When teams are getting snarly.
Would you rather do you want to see the teams in week 4 and week 17, or do you want to just? Because I don't know, man. I feel like if you beat them in the first game of the home and home, you're like feeling pretty good. You're like, we can
Here's
just
my
go do
story
this
about the
again.
home and homes. And this doesn't need to be made a clip at all. I was playing with the Riders late in my career, and we beat Hamilton. We had a home and home with Hamilton, and we beat Hamilton in Saskatchewan. Beat the bricks off of them by 3 touchdowns.
Easy
They were-
money.
They were favored the next week by like 8.5 points going to Hamilton. So I rallied the boys and went through a third party and threw down because like I don't know why they were favored.
Yeah.
Who beat us. And my boy had a nice little account going with an online system. And like I
Cayman
knew we were
Island.
going to beat them. We beat them by 3 touchdowns. We're going out there.
Yeah.
I knew we were going to slap them. I
Yeah.
knew it. And yeah, lo and behold, beat them. And
Who could have seen that coming?
yeah, he came back with a little more than a game check.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right. Little Shohei action from our boy Eddie. That seems like a pretty good place to wrap it up. The only reason I say that is because I probably got to jet out of here. Do you guys want to keep going? I can just leave.
I'm good, man.
All right.
Yeah, buddy.
A little shorter today. Apologies. Hey, listen, tweet at us, DM us, email us. Don't text us though, but let us know who you want to get on the show on Friday. I think we're gonna aim for Coach Killam.
Is that what we're looking at?
That's the direction I'd like to. I'd like to get him in here. I haven't
Yeah.
reached out to the Elks media guy or anything like that, but he'd be the guy I'd like to get. But yeah, we can do whoever. We can, let us know. Who do you want to hear from?
Yeah.
Who do you?
I'm down with anybody.
Yeah. Email Eddie at sports1440.ca. Email Rick, probably Rick at thenationnetwork.com.
And then for sure, he will answer back Declan at Sports 1440.
Yeah.
That Eddie one is a ghost email.
You can DM me on TikTok.
And Twitter.
Yeah, DM me on Twitter, Instagram, all of it. All right.
Out.
Yeah. See you guys. Love you guys. Talk to you Friday.